Okay. 3 years ago, that was three, I somehow managed to break my ankle doing stand-up pedaling. Don't ask me how, I don't even know myself how I pulled that off, So the purpose of this video is to record where am I right now, how am I feeling, do I still have any issues with my injury, and just have it documented somewhere, I guess. So after the accident, I had to go through surgery. The official term is a Weber-B fracture. And what was done, I basically had one fixing screw put in my ankle with a titanium plate, and I think 5 to 6 additional screws were put in. They're supposed to stay in for 1 year, and then it was up to me to decide, do I want to take them out or do I leave it in? Now, if I talk to any doctor, they will recommend me to leave it inside. Any physiotherapist says, yes, guy, just take it out. Now, after the 1 year was over, I had originally planned to take it out, but COVID happened. There was no spot, no open space in any hospital to take it out, so that got postponed. Now it's been 3 years, and I kind of changed my mind right now because I don't have any real problems. So I'm just gonna leave it where it is, and if that changes in future, yes, I will take it out. Now that being said, if you compare my two ankles, you do see where the plate and the screws are placed. What I do feel sometimes is a sharp pain in my big toe on my right foot, so where the surgery was, in my in my base. You can see that the one where I have the problems, that base joint on the right, is definitely a little bit bigger than my base joint on the left. Now, the pain was very strong about, I'd say about 2 years ago. It came suddenly out of nowhere, and it made me really give me really hard times to walk because my toe it didn't want to bend anymore. So I was slow in walking. I couldn't walk very good. And then it was there for half an hour, and then suddenly it was gone again. Don't know where it came from, just happened sometimes, then it was gone. Haven't figured out till today what is triggering this. Meanwhile today, this is a lot better. I seldomly have it, but also I never had this problems with my big toe before the accident. That came definitely after my surgery and after my accident. I talked to doctors, I talked to physiotherapists, they all say it can come from the accident or from the surgery. That will be too close follow-up for something that happened. I'm by far no medical expert at all. I just can say it hasn't been there before. It is there now, but who knows? Also, I do feel my right knee. Sometimes it's just a little niggling. Nothing really bad, no pain. And what helps me there is just regular stretching. And I do feel if I just stretch and open up my hip flexor, especially the one on the right, and my calf on the right, with very simple, easy stretches, I don't have any problems at all. Now, what could cause this, that I feel my right knee sometimes and sometimes my toe. Like I said, by far, I am no medical expert, and this is just my observation, is that I stand differently on my left and on my right foot. I always had relatively weak foot arches. I think that's the English expression. And well, now after the surgery, my left foot arch is different or weaker than my right one. And maybe this imbalance between my left and my right foot causes the niggling in my knee and maybe my toe, because it doesn't only affect me in the way I stand, but obviously also how I walk and these things. Now, what have I decided to do against this? I got a pair of, I should have cleaned these. So these are orthopedic tailored soles, I guess is the word, you put into your shoe. And I've had them before many years ago, but then stopped wearing them. And interestingly, when I got them and I got my feet scanned again, and they still have the data from over, I think, 15 years ago, you could clearly see that there's a difference on my right foot now, which or it doesn't prove anything, but there's a clear difference now on my right foot back then and now, or that difference is a lot bigger than on my left side. So what I do, I wear these not all day, because in the long run that will probably weaken my foot arch even more. So I wear them for workouts, especially if I'm squatting or squatting deep. So any kind of squats, any kind of Olympic lifting, sprints, pistols, or if I know I'll be in shoes the entire day. If I have from work or conference or something, then I'll wear them. And so far I think that is helping me a lot. Paying attention to this, that will help me keep my joints, my ankles, knees and hips a little safer for the long run. Now, looking at my life from a, it's called fitness perspective, I must say I've never felt this fit before as I'm actually feeling right now. And I don't want to jinx anything, knock on wood, don't have any wood, we'll use a table instead. So yeah, I'm really happy and grateful for that, but I think that has probably most likely to do with the change of lifestyle, moving away from, let's say, classical gym or bodybuilding all the way to CrossFit, which I found, or let's say fell in love with during the pandemic, and not only the sports but the community that comes along with it, and I'm really excited where that's going to take me. And now, just actually recovering from COVID, but I guess that's life. Life is cyclic, life goes up and down, but as long as the overall trend is slightly upwards, I think you're on a good track and should motivate you and keep you going, pushing forward. And yeah, with that being said, let's see where life takes us.